I do know of 4 people within Merseyside that have died, either through family or friends, so it is real.
The Northwest has a higher than average death rate, and Kensington in Liverpool is a place where most people seem to know somebody who died from COVID-19. But even here, the national figure of 26,000 deaths is hard to comprehend. There is no one focal point for the crisis in the UK, no disaster zone where we can lay flowers. So here is the story of just one life lost. The church warden at All Saints Liverpool, Bob Corrin.
As soon as the schools closed, he started to develop quite a cough, and he was just blaming it on this seasonal cough that he used to get over the winter. And he was fine about it. He wasn't worried at all that, it was the virus.
He was saying, I recognise these symptoms, it's the flu, I've had it before. And he was reluctant to seek help, wasn't he? And even the night before he died, he said, I want to see how I am in the morning, I'll phone in the morning.
Bob died at home in bed. His offer of prayer for others still hangs on the church notice board.
There are so many families going through it. And I'm glad, really, that there's starting to be more recognition that people are dying in the community as well as in hospital. Because for a time, there was almost an anger in me that not only had we lost him, but he wasn't being counted amongst the victims.
But as someone who died at home, although COVID-19 is on his death certificate, Bob still doesn't form part of the revised death toll figures because he wasn't tested. His loss, though, has rippled through the community. He was loved as a cricket fanatic, a church warden, and a school attendance officer. At St Michael's School, where he worked, this is how children honoured his passing. He was a man who gave to the community and during the crisis delivered food parcels to struggling families.
He was such a lovely, gentle man in the true meaning of that word. He had a real keen eye for people who were struggling, and it's a loss that I'm trying to wrestle with, if I'm honest.
Father Coates continues his work without his right-hand man. This is a community that's good at coming together, but they're missing a man whose kindness helped make that happen.
Bob's story will be mirrored across the country in lots of towns and cities all over the place where people are quite viciously dragged out of their community through COVID and will be hugely missed by families who will be devastated by them, and that's definitely the case here. Bob was loved and cared for us in a really deep way, and we will miss him hugely, and I don't think we'll actually recognise that loss properly until things settle down a bit.
Jason Farrell, Sky News.